All right, I'm ready.
Okay. What's up, everyone? How you doing? This is a live couple of days ago from Eli's. Let's play it.
The People's Guy.
Yep. Okay, let's begin it right now.
Wait, where are we at? The People's Podcast.
So, guys,
How come it's low?
huh? Wait a minute.
Hey, yo, what's going on? What's going on, my page? Yo, production, here we go. Production, I hear the outside audio. What's going on, man? Why you always have an issue with production? They thumbs up? My page, please let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that the audio's good. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure you pull up to our other platforms. Don't forget to pull up to the main channel, Eli TPG, Eli TV Deuce. You're over here on the People's Podcast TV. Subscribe if you haven't. Once again, Cartoon Peeps TV, Body Cam Peeps TV, and Eli en Español for all my Latinos. As you saw the title and the
I want to
thumbnail,
watch that one.
we're gonna get to that. But before I get to the actual situation that I want to break down to you guys, as you already know, we're here, the People's Podcast TV. We are here for the peeps, my peeps. You hear me? My doors are open, and for those who don't have a voice, if you need the platform, you already know that I am here for you. And if there's a message that we need to put out there,
What's up, Lemmy?
this is the place for you to pull up. Hit me up at the email, Eli the People's Guy at gmail.com, if you have any story or anything that you think that you want to pull share with the world, or if you would just want to come and pull up and chop it up with me, that's fine with me, my peeps. Palm,
Come on, you gotta get to the point.
join Ghetto Clothing. Thank you for the super chat. Love and respect. As you already know, we are open to the people. This is the People's Podcast TV, and you saw the thumbnail and the title. Like I said, we're gonna touch up on that. But
What's
before we
up?
do that, I really want to welcome my guy, Press Hard Nerd.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, it's just another day in the life. Pressing on, pressing harder, pressing now.
You heard my page. Let me know if his audio is good, and give me the ones if my audio is good. You're originally from North Carolina?
No, I'm from my mom. It was rough from the get-go.
You're from your mom.
Yeah.
He's from his mom.
Yeah.
And what about that?
It was, a tight spot from the beginning, but I got through it.
Get a little closer to the mic. Okay. The audio's good, my peeps. I don't hear you. Let me know if the audio's good. Let me see the one. I don't see nobody talking. So you're not from North Carolina. You're from your mom.
That's what 2 days ago, people.
I'm from my mom. Yeah, I did get here from North
Yeah, you
Carolina,
was
but
from-
no, that's not where I'm from. I'm from
What's
all
up, bro?
over. I wouldn't say that I'm from a place, right? A place didn't make me. It wasn't in the bedroom at the time.
I'm still a little. You don't consider yourself that you're from a place.
No.
I'm not from a place.
Places,
Or you was born in a place.
well,
A hospital.
a lot of persons would say so,
room?
but I don't think that a place had anything to do with it, right? Oftentimes we give places credit for things we learned, like somebody might say, oh, where did you hear that? Where did you learn that? Where did you get that idea? But if you go to that place, you're not going to get that
John.
idea. You're not going to learn that, right? It has nothing to do with the place. It's about people and experiences that happen in places. And, we give way too much credit to places.
Because perhaps if I was born in a jungle, maybe I could be eaten by lions. If I was born in
Or you could
a
be the Jungle Book.
snowstorm, I probably wouldn't make it. If you're born in a hospital with doctors and nurses, there's a high chance that you're gonna make it alive, And so
I don't know.
talking about that, the place does matter.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there. Well, I was there, but like I don't really have a memory, of where that was or what happened. I could only guess. Of course, we were all told stories,
Do you have children?
I don't have anything or anyone. I just have rights.
I don't know if I should laugh or take it serious. Okay, but I'm liking them, my peeps. You don't have
It is
anything or
confused.
anyone.
Right.
You only have rights.
Right.
Can you tell me about those rights that you have?
Well, people have the rights, and rights are not things that you can touch, right? They're intangibles. So, like the right to speech, the right to religion. The right to religion is a spiritual matter, right? So it's not a bodily function. It's not something that the body has. It's something that the spirit has. And the Fourth Amendment says the right of the people to be secure in their person. So if somebody says you have a gun on your person means body. So if the people are inside their person and person means body, then people are inside their body, meaning they must be the spirit, the conscience, or the soul. Therefore, they have spiritual matters, conscious matters, like speech, religion, petition.
Religion, speech, press, assembly, petition.
Boom. Yeah, all those are intangibles, though, right? But if you want to
But I ask you if you have children.
yeah, and that's possessive, right? Ownership.
Yes. Do you have children?
I don't have any.
Do you have?
Right?
Isn't that like
I mean,
heritage too?
we
Like
do what
heritage?
we do, but I don't like try and claim that I
Okay,
own
I'm gonna put it
anything or I
different.
have
for you.
it.
Did
I've
you
done
create?
what I've
Okay,
done.
I got this for you. Did
Yeah.
you create a new generation?
Probably the odds are real good.
Huh? How about that one, babes? How about that one?
Yeah.
Did you create a new generation?
I mean,
Because I did. I have
I really
two
can't
boys, and I'm
guarantee
proud
it.
of them.
Like a mother, they know if they gave birth, right? But
I know that
I
she
didn't
gave birth
give
as well
yeah.
because guess what? I have two sons, and I was there.
You were there.
Of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
it's my duty to be there.
It's your duty.
Yeah.
I hear that.
So I know that she gave birth.
Uh-huh.
Why wouldn't you know if they gave birth to your new generation?
Well, even still, I mean, I'm not doubting you, but me, I don't know. But the odds are good.
The odds are good.
Yeah.
Okay, or maybe you don't want to speak about your kids.
Well, I just don't believe I have anything, right?
So what do you consider
I mean,
a seed?
they're not mine, right? See, like if you do what you do, right, it doesn't make them yours, right? In my mind, that's my belief, right? So, people they just can't own, right?
No.
Persons can
You
own,
got it wrong. I'm not talking. When I say yours, I don't mean.
But it does mean
no,
that.
no. I
What's up, Dennis?
don't mean your ownership, that you own something. I mean your creation.
Well, then say it without the possessiveness.
Okay, now you understood. So go
So
ahead and break it
figure
down
out
for
how
us.
to say it without the possessiveness.
I got it. Right. It
can't
took me a
figure
couple
it
of
out.
minutes, but I got it.
I can't figure out a way to.
But if you know I'm
to
talking about your
say-
son, you know I'm talking about your generation. Now, when I tell you your creation, then you know who I'm talking about.
I would say that people have posterity, right? And that's what it says in the Constitution. And the people secured the blessings of liberty to themselves and their posterity.
Sure.
And posterity is something bigger than children. It's a legacy, a future. It's a whole lot more, right? And that's what people have, right? Is their posterity. But what's really important in that sentence is that the people secured the blessings of liberty to themselves. Right. So nobody did it
It's the
for them.
people.
They had the power
Here's how
to secure the blessings of liberty to themselves.
Eli, the people's guy.
Oh, okay. So
And their posterity.
He's confused, Eli.
posterity. That's the
And their
word.
posterity.
Damn. Is there another easier word for me?
Easier?
Yeah.
Well, persons
but-
would say children, right? See, and it seems
Wow,
easier,
that
but
sounds-
it's a shortcut, right? And shortcuts, don't really get you to where you want to go, right?
Sometimes
If you
because
cut
perhaps
corners.
right now I wasn't able to understand you, so you had to take that shortcut in
But
order
it's
to
not
deliver.
the same.
In order to deliver the message.
But it's not the same. See, like children die, right? Bodies die, right? But posterity never dies, right? People
So
never
posterity is
die.
the spirit.
Well, it's something spirits. I mean, if people can secure the blessings of liberty to themselves and their posterity, people can't do anything for a body. Right, because they're the spirit. So mind, body, spirit are separated, right? And the Constitution is talking about spirit and body, right? And the beginning of the Constitution is written in the language of the people. So you have these grand sweeping words like posterity. But then after the Fourth Amendment, it turns into the language of persons, legalese, right? And then it's completely different.
Okay,
right?
so if I ask you, maybe you could answer it. How many posterities you have?
Well, posterity is singular and plural, just like people, right? People is
So
singular
I can't say
and plural.
posterities.
Right, it's not posterity. It's, or
Okay,
like,
so remove the S from it. How many of those without the S you have?
there's only one. There's one, and just like
Of
people,
those.
people are one and many at the same time.
So how many do you have? Children.
Oh, children.
Yeah.
Oh, poster.
Oh, so now you got lost in your own words.
That's so funny. No, posterity.
Yeah,
is
how many
bigger-
of those
is
you got?
bigger. I
That's
don't-
what I'm trying to find out, so I could get to, understand a little bit about how you view things. Or you don't want to say? Are you
No,
hiding? Are you not proud of them?
I
Or is there
really
something?
don't know. I
Because
really
if you don't want to
know.
touch that, I won't touch it.
No, I really don't know. But the odds are good.
The odds are good of what?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15.
I'm not proud.
You're
My
not
mama
proud.
tried to raise me better, but I lost count a long time ago.
So it's many.
I mean, I'm just saying
Many.
that I've planted the seed, right, many times, but so you just never know, I don't know. Some are blessed to know, and some aren't.
Okay, so
Right.
you don't know
No.
about none.
I don't know.
You have no contact with none of them.
I have no idea if I have any or not.
They're going to make fun of him. GS and the people.
Have you ever
No.
impregnated a woman? Impregnated a woman?
I mean,
A big belly. They get
I wouldn't
They get a
know.
lot of weight. Then you have
Right,
to.
well-
They want ice cream. You have to. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Be
I
next to
don't-
them because they get a little.
And you just believe them? If they say something?
Who?
If they just tell you, oh, this is yours, you just believe them?
Shout out to Zay's ATV. That's my oldest son. Shout out to Elias. That's my youngest. Both of them had their DNAs done.
Oh, okay. Oh, you
And-
had DNA done. All right.
Oh,
all
for
right.
sure, for
Okay,
sure, for
okay.
sure.
So you didn't just believe.
Huh?
Okay, okay.
I didn't just
I've never
believe.
had
I
it.
didn't. Well, I did believe, but I wanted to be sure.
All right. All right.
But I did believe. I did believe because it's a feeling, you know. I felt it, and the things that were going on in my environment led to that belief. But I wanted to be sure,
You wanted to be
100%, and I am sure 100%. Shout out to Zay TV, Elias in the house. Now tell me about you or yours. Did you believe? So you didn't believe what was going on? What was going on?
No, I have no idea. I mean, this topic goes nowhere, right? I really don't have any idea. Could be.
It could be. He don't want to talk about his kids.
No, I don't know if I have any kids. I have no idea.
Okay. But the question was, did you impregnate a woman?
I don't know. I never got a DNA test.
I'm just trying to find out how responsible were you. Well, we weren't a lot, you know, but I'm just trying to find out, you know, and if you had kids, it's because before we was talking about me being there when their mothers gave birth. Therefore, I knew what she felt. I had an idea on what was the feeling on and the not only the feeling but the experience of mother giving birth to a child. So since we were there, I wanted to know if you had, you know what I mean? But then you took it around the world, but I understood your point.
Right. Yeah.
And but I wanted to find out as well if you are where you're from. Another thing. You're from
Well,
nowhere.
that's very important. I am not from a place, right? And that applies to what we do, you know, because a lot of folks, they want to lock me down to a place, but I'm not from a place. And that allows me to be from everywhere and from nowhere at the same time, right? It allows me to care about everybody and, you know, at the same time, right? And I look at this from a national level, from a world level, right? And
Yeah,
know,
but
I don't want to get tied down to a place.
finding out the place where you was born or raised could tell me or anybody a little bit about your worldviews, your ideas, or maybe the type of food you might like, or the type of music that you like. You know what I mean? So that's why that question came about. To
Right.
understand more of the culture you come from.
Hey, Sean.
Right. Well, I've lived all over the place in the United States, you know, never out of the United States, but
What's up, Sean?
all over the country. I moved all over. So I really wouldn't say like I'm from a place, but I would say that I speak Californian.
Okay. Shout
I
out to my
speak the
Californians out
language.
there.
I speak
Hit
the
that like
language
button.
of California, Northern California in
Northern.
particular. Right. My mom always said that I needed to learn how to speak Californian, and by that she meant that you will speak all of your letters properly.
So you do have a mom.
Well, I wouldn't claim possession anymore, but
You just said my
sometimes
mom.
I slip.
Oh, so you
We're
just
not
slipped. He
perfect,
just slipped,
yeah.
my peeps. He
Yeah.
just slipped.
But I will admit.
So
that
you do have a
getting
mom,
the
and she has a
language-
son.
Hi, Cliff.
I wouldn't say I have her. I did. Maybe I misspoke, but
Vigilance
if you're
Committee.
gonna pin me down, then I'm gonna say no. I wouldn't say I have her.
This
Right,
is what
but,
we do. You know that, West Side.
You had.
I
You
guess
you can say you had.
I
Just
used
right
to
there,
think
wait for it.
that I did have,
Huh?
you know, people, right?
That's the first
And
time he.
I thought I
Yeah,
had
family
girlfriends,
members,
you know?
and I thought I had family members, and
Right.
He,
and
he
sometimes it
confused.
seems like you
That's the first time, you know?
do, but when you find out you don't, it really causes a lot of
Right.
pain. It really sucks, right? And when you can just release it and just let go and be like, I really don't have anything, then it takes away the expectations. And then when you don't have these grand expectations for everybody, what they do is they surprise you by volunteering, and then it's glorious every time, right? And so, that's the secret to being people, is just to stop wanting and stop needing these possessions.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to lots of schools.
What was your highest grade of education?
Uh, well, the highest grade is when I climbed up on this tree in UC Berkeley. That was the highest I got. It was a really tall tree in the quad campus of UC Berkeley. You can climb the trees and
What year of school? What was the last year of your of school?
I love Eli, you know?
well, I went
First
to high
year, second year.
school.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
went
I
to high school.
graduated high school. I went to college, but really, I just went and learned. I
Oh, you
didn't
went to
ask
college.
anybody like permission
You
to.
went to college.
I went to lots of colleges, but I didn't like ask anybody to learn. Kind of like Goodwill Hunting, more or less. I would say, like,
Exactly, Lemmy.
he didn't attend, but I just go and just study. I just go and learn. I don't ask permission to learn.
You don't ask permission to learn.
No.
What college did you go to? If
I
you don't mind, if there's
well,
anything that you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Like, you know what I mean? If there's
course.
something private that you don't
no,
want
it's
people to
it's
know,
it's not
just
private.
let me know. But we're digging in.
Yeah. No, I mean, I went to lots of schools, but none of them. I didn't graduate college. I just dabbled. But really, that's not where I would say. I mean, I just learned by reading. You know, reading.
You like
I would
reading a
go
lot.
and get the lists. Like I really like philosophy, and so I would go in on Stanford's list of their Western philosophers courses and find all the study materials, and I would just read that, and right,
Okay, okay.
because you don't need to pay the money to learn, but what you do need to pay the money for is the validation. They give you a diploma and they tell you, okay, you learned. But if you need that validation, then go and pay for it. But if you just want to learn, and if you believe in yourself and have confidence, then you know go learn.
Another question, just and don't try to like take it as like an interrogation. We're just chopping it up, and I want the people to have the vibe of who we're talking to and where you're from and what's your worldview, what you know what I mean.
Hey,
Um,
easy.
are you pro life or pro choice?
Um, it's an interesting question. I kind of play devil's advocate. For me, um, I mean, being people, right, in the spirit, you can't kill a spirit. You can't touch the spirit, right? So, um, I can only decide for me.
That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't get pregnant, so it's not gonna
Uh,
like, it's not like I could have an abortion
But
or
your
something.
voice, you have a voice, right?
Yeah, I have a
And
voice.
and we as people have a voice, right? And an
Uh-huh.
opinion that could be turned into laws.
Well, let me ask you this: do you count chickens before they're hatched?
You still haven't answered my question
yeah.
though.
Do you count chickens before they're
After
hatched?
you answer me, I can answer you all the questions. Are you
Well,
pro life or pro
if
choice?
you count chickens before they're hatched, then you might count humans before they're born. But if you don't count chickens before they're hatched, then you might not. count humans before they're born.
Okay, just for the people to know, are you pro-life or pro-choice?
I'm devil's advocate. I
Who's that?
could come up with the arguments on both sides.
I don't want
You know.
I don't want you to play around both sides. I want to know your side.
I don't feel the need to have a side, but I'm more on the top. The people are on top. Right, so it's not sides, but like Republicans are a side and Democrats are a side, but you know, that's why I started People Party, right? Because these sides are what causes the divide.
He's still going around. He don't want to answer that. I want to play devil's advocate, but he
Yeah,
don't want to.
crafty.
He keeps going around and around.
Super slick.
I see you. I
Yeah.
see you. But stop
You can't
playing
pin
with me.
down the air, okay? You can't. you can't. Just go ahead and try and grab the air. Go ahead.
God, I mean, it's just a simple question. You know what I mean? But you can't say that you wouldn't choose sides or anything, because you do have a worldview, and that's the one that I'm trying to find out. You know, besides
Well,
politics,
I can
besides
talk
politics,
about that.
and your voice does matters. You can't just sit here. I'm not even going to talk about.
I can talk about it.
What
on
does
the,
it matter? What you mean? What does
I
it
can
matter?
talk about it on an intellectual level, like from the Constitution's standpoint, right? And constitutionally, persons do not exist until they've been born and birthed and have a birth certificate, and then they have a name, right? Until then, they're not a person. They're a potential person,
So
is how
is-
they were described in the court case, as a potential person in quotes.
Isn't there somewhere in the Constitution like the right to live? Like, huh? No, nowhere around there. The right to live,
No,
freedom,
there's
liberty,
life, liberty, and property,
life, liberty,
but it's not a right.
life.
But it's not a right.
But
And
it's in
not
the-
called a right.
What is it?
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. It's in the Constitution.
Yeah, it's in the Fifth Amendment for persons.
So the Constitution.
persons.
So the Constitution is a privilege.
Some of the Constitution
It's a
is
privilege.
privileges and some are rights. Right? When it says it's a right, like the right of the people to peaceably assemble, that's a right. When it says it's a right, like the right
So
of
give me
the
a privilege.
people,
Give me a privilege.
a
In the
privilege.
Constitution. Yeah. Give me an amendment in the Constitution that's a privilege and not a right.
The Fifth Amendment is privileges, not rights. And it doesn't say the word right. The Sixth Amendment.
So it's a
those are
privilege to remain silent.
Yes. The people.
It's not a right.
It's not a right. The people.
So
have
you don't
a
have the
right.
right to remain silent. You have the
No.
privilege to remain silent.
Yeah, it's actually a warning. It's called the Miranda warning. The people,
go ahead.
people have a right to not make speech in the First Amendment. The right of the people to make speech also confers the right not to make speech, right? But the Fifth Amendment is for persons, and it's a privilege, more of a warning, right? To remain silent. But remember, I mean, if your remains, you know, the dead are remains, right? You don't want to be remaining silent, you know, but if you're standing on your rights, then you would just not make speech.
So we are agreeing that there is a privilege according to the Constitution to life.
Life, liberty, and property for
Exact-
persons, but persons don't exist until they've been birthed and get a birth certificate.
Life for persons. So it
For
says
persons.
specifically for persons.
Yes.
It doesn't say, but there's life.
For persons.
Life.
Uh-huh.
Life.
Once they become a person. But the constitutionally,
So life is you only have life when you become a person.
a person
When do you become a person?
recognized by the United States
When
of
do you become a
America.
person?
When you've been birthed and you get a birth certificate and a name.
Oh, like so you do.
And then you become a citizen of the United States, and then the United States has some grounds to care, right? Because
What was the word he was using before? What was the word you was using before when you didn't want to speak about? the kids?
Possessiveness.
No.
I don't know.
What was that word, my babe?
Posterity.
Posterity. But now you're telling me about birth.
People have posterity.
Now you're telling me about birth.
Well, they're two separate languages. You have the people that have posterity, and you have persons that are birthed, right? And ships are birthed, right? Because it's cargo, right? And so it's property of their parents, right? Children are property of their parents.
So okay, so your point is you went around the world. Let me just take the shortcut. That you are pro-choice. Bottom line. Right?
You're telling me?
No, that's my conclusion due to the essay that you just gave me.
Oh, the essay?
Yeah, you say you're going to hold on to the Constitution.
Constitutionally?
It turned into a person after birth. Therefore, before birth, you could end the life. You could kill it because it's not a person.
Well, let me go over.
See, I'm just summarizing.
Let's do another. Let's do another argument on this. Okay, another point, right?
Yeah.
Before a baby is born, okay, it's actually in a parasitic stage, so it's surviving off of the host.
Surviving, alive.
Off the host,
live,
right?
Live, right? It's alive.
But it's
alive.
In a parasitic form, right?
It's alive, yeah.
So just
we turn into different forms. We turn into parasitic, then we turn into babies, then toddlers, then teenagers, then young adults, then old. There's a lot of stages for a person, starting with the parasitic life.
But so if you had a parasite in you that was eating, all your food, draining all your energy,
so now he's calling it a parasite.
Kicking you every single day in your stomach, right? And like a tapeworm, but like on steroids, right? You would certainly think that you had the right to kill that, right?
No, hell no.
You can't kill a tapeworm?
You kill who?
A tapeworm. Can you kill a tapeworm?
So you comparing a tapeworm to a baby?
No, I'm comparing a parasite to a parasite. Okay, one's in a parasite form and the other's in a parasite form. They're both parasites, right?
But they're not the same. They're not the same type. One is a human parasite. You hear me? You're human. Very important. And it's alive.
Human isn't in the Constitution, though.
Okay, so
that word isn't in
to
the Constitution, right? The Constitution talks about people, persons, others, citizens.
Okay.
Other persons, right? So every character has different things, okay? People have rights, persons have privileges, and Arby's has the meats.
Another thing that I wanted to touch upon, that before we started, you was telling me about was you created your own constitution, something. What was it? Your amendment? You created your own. You have 10. What was it?
Oh, the Frauditor Commandments.
You have Frauditor Commandments.
Yeah, the 10 Frauditor Commandments.
He got 10 Frauditor Commandments, my babes.
Oh yeah.
But why even the word? Like, why even use that word? Which is not a word, by the way. You heard?
Well, there's this thing called audits, right? And I never liked audits. I never did audits. I pressed. And I never really liked the audit word, but
B-Say, thank you for the one gift of membership. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Shout out to B-Say. Go ahead.
But I've thought a lot about audits, and I've thought a lot about fraudits, right? And
thought about a lot?
I think that I would rather fraud it than audit any day,
Whoa, hold it. I need a cigarette, my peeps. I'm sorry. I need a cigarette. You rather what?
I would rather fraud
He's playing with Eli.
than audit.
First of all, that's not even a word. And every time I hear that, my blood boils.
Well,
But-
we can just make up new words as we go. Your
Okay.
blood boils.
Yeah.
It really gets you, huh?
Yeah.
You want to hear the first commandment?
So okay, go ahead. Give me the first commandment of the.
All right.
What is it? The fraud of the what?
The frauditor commandments. The 10 frauditor commandments.
The 10 frauditor commandments, Robert.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So the first commandment is thou shalt have nothing better to do.
Hold up. Thou shalt have nothing better to do. That's the first commandment
Yeah.
of the frauditor what?
The frauditor commandments.
Okay, that's the second.
That's the first one. And the reason is, okay, first of all,
Westside accountability. Sorry to interrupt
Yeah, yeah.
you. Thank you for the super chat. Love and respect. Westside say, yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
That's a proper yeah she put up there too. So the all the trolls, they say that we have nothing better to do, right?
Okay. So, okay.
Right.
All right.
But the truth is that if you
But-
don't believe that the very best use of your time is to hold the government accountable, then you're not on your high ground. And you probably have better things to do, and you should go do them because you're going to get in trouble. You're not about this life.
So you're telling me that because of the trolls, you have dedicated
No,
time
not
of your
because of
life
the trolls.
to sit down and dedicate and come up with 10 commandments for that frauded word just because of trolls.
No.
So
But
what?
I
What
listen to
motivated
the
you to
trolls.
do that?
I listened to everybody. And what I found was that there was agreement because the trolls, they were right, but they were saying it wrong.
The trolls
Right,
were
so-
right. Wait. Before you go anywhere else, on what? Right on what?
They were right that
And
we
about
have
who?
nothing better to do, but they were wrong with the way they said it. 'cause
Who's
they
we?
say it-
Wait. Do not include me in the list.
So you have
Do
better
not
things to do?
Do not include me in the list.
Wait, you have better things to do than go film the police? Or is that the best use of your time?
So the statement is that we have nothing better to do.
If you're going to go film the police, you should have nothing better to do. If you don't believe that that's the best use of your time, then you're not on your high ground.
So I have nothing better to do
Well, do you or not?
other than film
That's
the
up to
police.
you.
I
You might be an
I
auditor.
think keeping the cops accountable and holding them, it's kind of like one of the best things I do.
One of the best things you
I
could
do.
do, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have anything better. I mean, can you come up with something better to do with your time than to, hold your government accountable?
Spend time with my son, and guess what? He's
Okay.
right next to me.
All right. There you go. So you combine the two best things. A lot
You
like
heard?
a lot like my friend San the Man and San Joaquin Valley Transparency. He brings
Shout
the
out
whole
to San
family
Joaquin. That's
into
my
it.
guy.
Yeah. So I think we kind of agree
Okay,
on commandment number 1 here. I think we
Number
found
two.
a
We're
little
number two. We're
consensus.
number two now.
All right.
No, we skip number.
No, we haven't got to number 2. Number 2, commandment number 2 is thou shalt know it all.
Hold on. So commandment number 2 of the fraudulent commandment that you created,
Mm-hmm.
thou shalt know it all.
Know it all.
My peeps, y'all taking notes?
Yep.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. Again, all the trolls say that we're know-it-alls. And the fact is that if you don't know it all, you will get bullied, intimidated, and pushed off of your rights. And
Hold it there and bring it right back. Shout out to, who was this, my peeps? The Vigilance Committee. That's your peeps.
committee. Yeah.
Committee. Shout out
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
Vigilance Committee, and thank you for the super chat. Love and respect. Continue.
Yeah. So, if you don't know it all, then you're going to get in trouble because you have to know where you can be, when you can be there, and what you can do. And more than that, you should know why, right? You need to know why you are doing this, right? Do you care? Is this the best thing for your time? Are you you about that life.
I try to
because
do
if you're not,
to make the best out of my time.
you
So
know,
every
yeah,
time that you see what I'm doing right now, like
make the
right
best of
now,
your time.
at we haven't touched the subject yet, my peeps, because I really want you guys to get to know him a little bit. But we're gonna get to rest in peace, Lion One.
Rest in peace, Lion One.
You heard my peeps. We're gonna get to
Justice.
that, and we're gonna get to that. But I just want you guys to kind of like get to know who we bees and what his ideologies, and feel a little comfortable with his worldviews. Now, continue.
Yeah. So, you definitely want to have nothing better to do and to know it all. Those are the first two. And then commandment number 3 is thou shalt be suspicious.
Commandment number 3: thou shalt be suspicious at all times.
Yeah.
Why so? Let the people know.
Again, all the trolls say that we're suspicious, and they're right, but they're wrong at the same time because they're using it incorrectly. When you say somebody's suspicious, you're talking about their state of mind. And so if somebody is suspicious, they're going to do things to show their suspicion, such as they're going to look at you, they're going to focus on you, they're going to point a camera at you, they're going to ask questions of you, and all those indicate that they are suspicious of you. So you want to be suspicious. When I see a police officer, I get suspicious immediately, and I open up an investigation. I start accusing him of everything, beating his wife and shit, and probably beating
that's
your
too
wife.
deep. That's too deep. That's too much. That's too much. Now you're going
I'm
too deep.
suspicious. I've already convicted him.
Yeah, no,
much,
but being suspicious and making accusations are two different things.
Well, but those are signs that you're suspicious, right? You might make accusations. You might look at them. If you're not suspicious of somebody, you're just going to go about your day. You're just going to keep going, right? Not going to pay him any attention.
And that was number 3.
Yeah, that was number 3.
Give him number 4.
All right, this is a doozy, and this is the one that auditors usually break. Commandment number 4 is thou shalt leave real men alone.
You guys too. You two can.
Thou shalt
agree to
leave
disagree.
real men
Move on.
alone. Break that down for the peeps and for me as well.
Well, all the trolls say that we would
Isaac,
never
Greg,
say
you're
that to
closet.
a real man, and the truth is that
Okay, now say it, because we can't hear you when it's playing.
People is fucking with Eli. You know that?
No, he's not. He's serious.
I mean, like, Eli doesn't know him that well. He's
Right.
a
Well,
dad.
that's why he's introducing people to his people that are in the chat
Yeah.
that may have never met people.
I never knew he had 10 commandments of the Father. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hey,
and I was just saying you two can agree to disagree, and nobody has to be mad at nobody in the chat or whatever.
Oh shit! I forgot to put 18 and
What's up,
over.
Bill?
Damn it.
Well, we haven't cussed yet, so we're good.
Okay. Let's play. There's a 2.5 hours video.
if you're pointing the government or a camera at the government, you're not going to encounter any real men. So you're fine there. But if you're messing with the citizens, the people on the street, and you're going after them and antagonizing them, then you're going to encounter a real man at some point, and one of two things is going to occur. Either you're going to get mollywopped on the sidewalk.
Wait, before you go further, what do you mean by antagonizing?
Well, if you're, chasing after somebody, if you're just filming a traffic stop and some Joe Blow citizen walks up to you and starts shit, that's not the same as following them down the street.
Following.
Yeah, following, antagonizing, going after,
Who does that?
Silence Boy.
Oh.
You asked, okay? Boom. That's my number one example, right?
Jesus,
Molly walked on the
boy.
street.
Damn, shout out
He
to
did get
Silence Boy.
mollywopped.
He
Casey
hot with a
Camera
couple
Boy.
of pieces, but I didn't
Yeah,
know.
Casey
Well,
He
Camera
got
Boy and
he got
shit.
mollywop too.
Yeah.
damn.
They like
Silent Boy won't like that.
But Silent Boy did get knocked out.
Yeah. Show us some, boy. It's freedom of speech, buddy.
To mess with real men, right? And you're either going to get mollywopped or you're going to get real charged with a real victim, right?
Vigilant comedy.
Harassment,
Thank you for the
stalking,
super chat. Love and respect.
something like that, right? So you don't want that to happen, because on a fraud it, you don't get in trouble, right? On an audit, you do, you might, right?
Number 4.
That was number 4.
Now go to number 5.
What's up?
Once you leave real men alone, then you immediately want to follow commandment number 5. Thou shalt stir hornet nest.
Stir
We did that
the
in Newcastle.
hornet nest.
Boom pow.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make me a coffee. To the video. I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Well, especially going into buildings, you really have to think about it like
Public
a hornet's
buildings.
nest. Yeah, and if you're stirring the hornet nest properly by being suspicious, like walking around, filming and asking questions and just being suspicious, you're going to stir the hornet nest, and then they're all going to come out from every direction. And it
Being
literally
suspicious. Keep in mind that suspicious is not a crime.
No, it's not a crime. No, it's not. And neither is stirring the hornet nest.
You heard King George Walling, $20 super chat. Love
Yeah. Hell yeah.
and respect. Thank you for staying tuned in as usual, and thank you for the love.
Yeah.
You heard? So we're going to amendment number
6. After you stir the hornet nest and then all the hornets come out, then you want to hide behind the camera. Thou shalt hide behind camera.
Mm-hmm.
Because that will protect you from the hornets, right? And then at this point it starts moving fast, right?
Wait.
So,
I missed the amendment. What was the amendment?
That was commandment number 6.
The commandment.
Yeah, is thou shalt.
What's the difference between an amendment and a commandment?
An amendment is just like something additional. It's an add-on at the end, right? That's all amendment means. It doesn't mean like a right.
It's solidified.
Unless it says right.
So we're not talking about amendments. We're talking about commandments.
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
number 7.
Number 7, after you hide behind the camera and then the hornets are buzzing around and you're safe, then you want to use big words.
Big words.
That's commandment number 7. Thou shalt use big words.
Give me an example of a big word.
Posterity.
Holy shoot, yo, I'm bad with that though.
Yeah.
So tell me, how can I? Because I'm the worst at it.
Yeah, but
when it comes to big words, I'm taking shortcuts all day, and not only shortcuts. I'll give you a definition, and I might not even know the.
You could just say
the short word.
You could just say put the P to the sterity.
Put the P to the sterity.
Yeah, posterity. Put the P to the sterity.
Okay.
Yeah. See, we just did that.
Okay, so where were we?
Commandment number 7 was thou shalt use big words, and
big words.
Even if you don't use them correctly, it's okay.
But
their heads will explode.
Why do I have to use big words?
Well, because their heads will explode. They're dumb government workers, and
not really. I think their head explodes when I use
small words.
The other way around. Yeah.
Small words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they kind of like.
The truth is, you're probably
can't stand it.
Yeah, be all right even with the small
they
words.
Can't
but
stand
if you
it.
use
a
big
lot of
words,
times using the F every now and then, and after every word, that just drives them crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like the way I speak.
They don't like the way you speak.
Yeah, they would like for me to use those big words, but why should I bow down to them and use the posterity word?
Why?
When I could just use my son, say.
You might be an auditor. I don't know. Frauditors have got to be willing to use big words.
I might be an auditor. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So number 8.
Number 8 is once you use big words, because their heads are going to explode, they're going to run away. And so
Give me
once
a
they
second.
run
I
away,
forgot to
Uh,
shout out the Angry
2 days
Vet.
ago, I think, or a day ago.
This is, I think, the second super chat. I was holding it because I didn't want to interrupt them again. But shout out to the Angry Vet, my peeps. You heard? Thank you for the super chat, my guy.
yeah. So when they run, because their heads
you know the Angry Vet?
explode, yeah, he's
know who
the
he is?
head of Heat. Yeah, I sent him a link to this. For
Okay,
sure.
shout out to the Angry Vet.
Yeah.
It's my guy.
And so when they run, then you want to follow commandment number 9, which is, or 8, which is chase clout. Thou shalt chase clout.
Couple days ago, Bill. Couple days ago.
Hey, yo, y'all taking notes? But I don't do those, though. So how do we
You
do
have
that?
to when you're talking about chasing the government worker because they ran away from.
But that's not the clout.
Because they're heading. Yeah, they're the clout. You
They're the
gotta
clout?
follow them.
All
Yeah,
the time.
they're the clout. If you think the other YouTubers are the clout, you got it all wrong. Okay, it's the government. That's the clout.
So
right?
chasing clout is good.
Yeah, as long as it's the right kind of clout.
Okay, the
Yeah.
clout is the government.
Yeah, because if you're leaving real men alone, remember. So if you're chasing YouTubers,
But
you're
not
gonna
everybody
encounter
not
some-
everybody knows that clout pertains to government.
Well, in order to follow all the rules, okay, you have to leave real men alone. That was rule number 4.
Yes.
So if you're leaving real men alone, the only way you can chase clout is to really go after government.
And
That's
that's
it.
number 8.
Yeah, because if you're chasing after, if you're going after a citizen, you cannot chase after citizens. Okay, that's not a good plan, right?
Okay, so number 9.
Yeah, number 9. Once you chase clout, then thou shalt move goalpost.
That's a big
Because
word right there, bro.
move goalpost. That means that they thought they were done. They thought they had finished everything, but now you have to give them a new task to complete before they're done. Right? That's called moving the goalpost. They thought they had scored the touchdown, but no, we moved the goalpost. Now you have to get over here.
They thought the movie was over, but it's just the
Yeah,
beginning.
it's just the beginning. And
You heard?
Yeah.
We'll be doing
You
those
heard?
a lot.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
doing
so
those a lot.
Yeah, I've been doing those a lot. They thought it's over. You hear
You
me?
might be able to be a frauditor after all.
Oh.
If you're doing that, I mean, if you're moving
Hey, he
the
doesn't like
goalpost,
your
I
you're
don't
on
think
the
this guy,
right
if he
track.
calls me a frauditor again, I don't think he's gonna make it healthy alive out of here. But I hope you got a gun with you.
Forget
from
about
North
it.
Carolina. You hear me? Keep calling me a frauditor. I'm gonna have to boom bow. You hear
Boom,
me?
bow. Boom, bow.
Number 10.
Number 10 is thou shalt shirk responsibility.
Responsibility.
Doing this shirk. Yep, ain't nothing my fault. It's all their fault. Right?
Repeat
And
it again, please.
shirk responsibility. If you do not shirk responsibility, then you're going to get in trouble, because if you admit any fault whatsoever, they will hang you with it. Right? So you must do the shirk. Right? And auditors have a hard time with the shirk, right? And that's why they get convicted.
Are you an auditor?
No, I'm one of the people.
Am I an auditor?
I don't know what you are. I thought you were the people's guy.
You heard?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the 10 commandments. No, the 10
Frauditor commandments.
word, bro. Why you gotta keep using that word?
Exactly.
You need to stop. You gotta stop promoting that word.
I've only just begun.
You need, because you're promoting the enemy. You're giving the enemy clout.
No, because I've taken everything that they've said and I've showed that actually that's what you really want to do.
Yeah,
Okay?
but
And
if
they
you don't,
make it sound bad,
if you
but
don't
it's
listen,
not
check this
bad.
out. But if you do nothing with everything they say, they said nothing.
They said nothing.
But
They
if
said
you
it
do the
wrong.
most with
They said it
everything they
wrong.
say, you are there for promoting
They say
them
that-
and introducing them to a different audience. There's probably a whole bunch of people here.
Are you hearing that, GS? They're saying,
Who haven't heard that word.
Well, I think they're part of it.
So
okay?
now they're gonna,
It's just like in
and they're gonna
wrestling.
end up, and y'all already know where, my people. You hear me? We shouldn't be promoting.
I disagree, because it's just like wrestling. There's good guys and there's bad guys, right? But when you're in the WWF, it might seem like they're on the other side, but when you're a spectator looking in, they're all in the WWE. So it's inclusive, you know. You have to have both sides, and they are a part of it, right? First,
Yeah,
there
but the
was
problem
us.
is that they're all in the WWE,
Yeah.
but there's teams there too. You know that.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
There are. It's real clicky,
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
a lot of teams.
So there's a team that wants to kill my team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we should give that team the tools to kill my team.
I don't either.
But by you
Luckily,
promoting that
luckily,
team, you're
luckily,
giving them
the
the right
commandments.
tools. I don't know if you get
If
my
you
point. Don't
follow
go,
the
go ahead. Don't go
commandments,
far.
if you follow the commandments, you will be fine.
But you understood what I said? If you give them that tool,
It's
then
not giving them anything.
of course.
No, it's giving yourself the power, right? See, taking back the truth, because
No,
all
you
these
giving them
lies.
the power.
No,
Because due to everything they said, they got you writing commandments and sitting down and doing. Damn, he said this. They do this. They do that. So you giving them so much power over you that's having you doing this because they're saying what they're saying. Therefore, I do it the opposite way. You know what I mean? I don't know what they told. I don't know. I don't know nothing.
you just ignore them. Well,
You know what I mean?
the thing
Yeah,
is
I
that
don't promote. You feel me? I keep
their
working. I
opinion
stay focused on
matters. Their
my
opinion
journey
matters.
and my.
Their opinion matters.
Yeah, but their opinion is that I should be dead. So how about that?
Well, I didn't give rise to that opinion. Okay?
Oh,
You have to.
oh, their opinion is that I should be under 7 feet under the ground.
I don't
me,
know that
my
that's
son-
their opinion. I don't know.
What?
I
My
don't know.
sister?
Whose opinion?
Your peeps, the frauditor, wooty wooty woo.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
the other team, the enemy team, the enemy team wish that I was dead. Wish that I'd be shot by a cop, or wish that I'd be 30 years in jail. That's their opinion. So what should we do with that? It matters a lot, right? That's the opinion that you think it matters.
If that's their opinion, but I don't
So
think
what's-
that.
So
I mean, it
should we
matters.
promote that?
It matters. I don't think you should run from it or like hide from it, because if they really think that, if they really
Not
believe
run,
that,
no, not
that's the
run or hide,
problem,
not
right?
run or hide.
yeah, we
Ignore it.
should listen.
Listen to who?
I don't think we should ignore it, because if you ignore that, if somebody really wants us dead and you just ignore it, well, we're missing an opportunity.
No, but it's
right?
different. It's different because I'm not
No.
talking about literally dead. They kind of like want to kill you with words.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So the more you listen to those words, the more they are kind of like killing you, because you're gonna go to bed thinking about that. You're gonna wake up thinking about doing something about your life, depending and think of them. Oh, what are they gonna say? So let me do this, so they don't say this. So
No.
therefore, listen. So therefore, they're not killing you like literally, but they are actually killing you with what they're doing because it's getting to you.
Let me
So if
open
you
open
ignore,
your ears,
you
and let me,
won't-
because he hasn't said
you kill
anything
it.
bad.
You're like,
They are
Listen,
capable of
you-
making
I'm
good
being mad at
arguments.
people.
Okay, just because they're on the other
so give me a
side.
good argument.
Well, I
Give me
gave
a
you
good
that.
argument
Or
about
keep
me.
being mad at him,
me-
but you can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
It's just agree
That's
to
why, yeah.
disagree.
It's called, yeah. It's called freedom of speech. Yeah.
Either way, I
Let
mean,
me have.
you have an opinion that's right. He has an opinion right. Nobody has any. I mean, everybody just has an opinion.
Yeah. Let me have the right to say that.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To agree to
Yeah.
disagree. You may not agree with what he's doing, so let him do what he wants to do, and you do what you want to do. Fine, I guess fuck you too, right? I mean, back at you.
Hey, Lemmy, where's the response to explain you? You have the right to say that. It's called freedom of speech. Everybody want that.
It's just like he has a right to say that too.
Yeah. We didn't say nothing all about you, Lemmy. Yeah, you have the right. That's what I like about you, Lemmy. You don't take sides. You down the middle. You look at both sides. That's what I like. I like people on both sides.
Well, it's
Let
always
me,
been on both sides. It's right, wrong, disagree, agree, yes, no, negative, positive.
let me should be a politician. You know, he'd be good, a politician, wonderful mayor in his own town. I'm serious, let me.
Yeah, maybe if we refresh everybody and take them all out, take the other people
Yeah.
out.
You ever think about one mayor in your town? You know, let me. You could get all the cops responsibility. You know, that's saying. Let me.
I
Me?
gave you 10 good arguments.
No.
I gave you 10. 10 commandments.
No. Give me a good argument
No, you only
about
get 10.
the opinion that we was talking about
But you
recently.
only get 10 commandments.
Okay.
And see, one of the 11th commandment has nothing to do with the
Bill.
segue that you're trying to go down, right? Just
Good point, Bill. Good point.
because they say retarded stuff doesn't mean, that
So you think I should
that
hang out with people like
everything
that?
that they say is wrong,
I never said that.
right?
Just the fact that they want me dead, we got a problem.
Well, who's they? Who said that?
The other team, we're talking about the
other
ops.
team like joined and got together and wrote what this
We're talking about.
letter,
We
and
was
they
talking
all
about. We
signed
was talking
on,
about the
and
wrestling, right?
they all signed on to
Remember
this
that you getting off.
memorandum.
Remember
that
we
they
was
want
talking
you
about the
dead?
wrestling. Remember we was talking
Yeah,
about
the
the
wrestling.
wrestling.
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
team.
Uh-huh.
Now this team. You know what I mean? So that's the team that wants me dead. You know what I mean? So they try to kill me
He's
with
on a
words
panel on Eli's. We're
that
just
I
replaying the
shouldn't be
video.
I
listening
think
to.
behind the scenes,
He can't hear you.
it's not really. They're not really the enemy necessarily. They're just
Lemmy, you thought it was live? No. If you read on the bottom of my description, it's not live. It was 2 days ago, Lemmy.
spinning a different narrative. We have our narrative, and they have their narrative. I'm sticking to mine.
Okay,
And,
I'm pretty sure.
I'm taking theirs and
I got
making
you. I
it
got you.
mine.
But I'm pretty sure that you know about my situation, right?
Your
That
situation.
when I got stabbed in front of my house.
I
Exactly.
I did see that. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. That happened a while back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not from the supposed other team that we're talking about here.
How you
right?
know that?
I mean, that guy.
How you know that?
Well, I don't, but he was, I guess, supposedly an auditor, right?
Well, how you know? How you know that?
You never know.
Exactly.
You never
You
know.
know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
the thing we do
like
is
that.
dangerous. You have to know it all, remember?
Exactly. You have to. That's one of the
Yeah.
commandments, right?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
That's number 2.
Number 2, the second commandment.
Yeah.
Know it all. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But what happened to me is what they promote. That's what they would like for to happen
Mm-hmm.
to a lot of my people in my community. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
therefore,
They want us to turn against each other. They want us to fight each other.
Yes,
Most definitely.
they want division.
You know?
They want division. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
we have
and
to
that's why I'm
unite.
saying you shouldn't be promoting them.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm promoting them. I would say I'm taking their arguments and flipping them upside down.
And I'm saying that they don't have
because
an argument. I have other things to do.
They say it completely different. They say that we have nothing better to do as if it's a bad thing. And I explain how it's actually a good thing, right? And every one of those that they make it seem like it's a bad thing.
And guess what? Guess
That's
what?
really society just lying to
Guess
us.
what? I was introduced to that community like at the beginning of my YouTube career, like years ago.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
I don't know what they say. Right now, you are their messenger. Because
Yeah,
whatever you're saying, they say.
Absolutely.
Because whatever
I'm
you're saying.
crafting their whole political platform, right? And that's the thing is that it might seem like I'm giving them something, but I'm
No,
really
no.
not.
My point is
Yeah.
not that. My point is that since like I told you, I know I have other things to get focused on. I have better things to do.
Better things to do.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I have better things to do if we're talking about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying. You know what I mean? I don't know their message.
Right.
I don't know other than they want me dead. I said that's all I needed to know in order to keep it moving, focus on my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now you are bringing us their message, and that's why I'm saying that you're promoting them. Now you're telling me things that they're saying, which I'm hopefully going to erase from my head, my page, because I don't mind. But I just want you to look at it from another.
The Auditor commandments will seep into your soul.
No,
You can't
they
get
seep
rid
to
of
your
them.
soul, bro.
You can't get rid of them.
I see.
You
Look who's
can't.
here.
You can't.
Look, they got you here. They set you here, and I thought you was an auditor.
No, I'm just one of the people. I press on, press harder, press now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's been quite interesting getting to know a little bit about you,
Yeah.
and I'm quite impressed, and you seem to be a very well knowledgeable gentleman. Now we're gonna get into the topic of our title and our thumbnail. Lion One. May her soul rest in peace. How did you meet her? Before we do that, my peeps, before we do anything, I want you guys to see first to see who she was. I have a small clip. Production has a small clip to show you, and she used to do music as well. In that aspect, we do connect. She was very talented. Lion One. Um, she was a very close friend of yours.
Yes.
May she rest in peace. Production, let us see the clip of him and Lion.
Hello, darling.
So what you gonna do?
Press on.
So
behind the scenes.
we're gonna go full circle. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
May her soul rest in.
Okay, this is not. If any troll thinks it's fake the video, that the clip, it's not fake the clip. I'm just telling you. You know, the clip is real. You know?
Peace and my condolences to all her family members. Uh, I do see somebody on the chat saying that her music is copyrighted, but we're still gonna go ahead and play a small clip because I do want my people to at least listen to
Oh,
her
Brandon Mitchell
singing.
is saying that, but this song is not. She
Play it,
has
play it.
two
We're good. We got
CDs.
this.
She has two CDs, but this isn't one of them.
Hostess with a mostess, empty glass in hand. Only call for comfort, never take a stand. People's school of shadows, you play the fool. Lessons written crooked, kingdom without rule. He calls himself a people, but he is just a man. Delusion in the mirror, sleight of hand. Was I deceived? Yes, I believe. Shame on me. Shame on you.
May her soul rest in peace. She had a beautiful voice.
You know, I'm sorry, but I can say that. Where it said, what happened? You, I can't believe that you did that. Just come up and talk. That's it. And, you know, if you guys here, yeah, I know I'm talking, you guys should leave alone the auto people and help us to find, you know, to call the server and see the updates. If you guys have updates, the other side, please show the updates. You know, and the song was really good. Website. What do you think? You know,
voice, bro.
Yeah, I absolutely love that
Unbelievable
song.
talent. How did you guys meet?
Well, she I knew her from YouTube for a long time. Then well, she had offered that I could come there to her house like one day if I was ever in that
Oh,
area.
so that footage that we just saw, that was her house, her
Yes, it
place,
was. Yeah, that was the second time I was there.
and that was the same place where she was murdered.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, so before that she was with HPR News, and so I was also friends with him, and I was with NC Tyrant Hunter, and NC Tyrant Hunter took me
Shout out to
to
NC
meet
Tyrone
up.
Hunter, my page. You heard?
Yeah. He took me to meet up with HPR News, and then HPR brought me back to her house, and I stayed there for a couple weeks, and we just talked. Well, we went to waterfalls every day, except for one day. One day was the day we didn't go to a waterfall, but every other day we walked to waterfalls. Her and HPR and me, and we'd smoke a joint.
So she's a. How did she come about? She's a supporter of the auditing community.
She
She's a.
she's a big supporter of the auditing cop watching community, and she watches pretty. She would watch pretty much everybody's channel. Subscribe to everybody that was doing it. If you picked up a camera, and I mean, for a long time, um, and she was very supportive. Like, she would let auditors, cop watchers stay at her house if they were passing through. She would do anything she could to support the community, but she was, within the union, right? She was my number two, and she was the executrix of extractions, which meant that she would come and get me. She would send somebody to come and get me. She didn't do it. She would send somebody to come and get me. She was a boss.
Was she have any children? Was she a mother?
She did have two sons, yes.
Was she married?
Well, she was married just for a few months. Well, I should take that back, okay, because that's being contested in court by the estate of the family right now as to whether or not that marriage was legitimate. But supposedly she was married for just a few months before she was murdered. She was murdered on May 30th of this year, between like 3:30 and 4:15.
Yeah. But before we get there, uh, so when you went and spent a week or so, a couple
2
of days
weeks,
with
yeah,
her,
2 weeks.
was she was she married? Did she have her husband?
She was with HPR News.
HPR
Yeah,
News.
they were just
Okay,
dating, but like, he lived there. They lived together. They were boyfriend girlfriend. They were very close. Like, they'd hold hands and
how did
kiss
you get
and-
along with him?
Oh, we were friends. I mean, already, like, we were friends before I knew of him, before I knew of her. But we met at the same time. I met them
So
both at the same time. I mean, technically, I met him first because he came and picked me up and then brought me to her house. But
okay, so he was the
it
one who
was,
introduced you to her
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I already knew
through his
her,
videos.
but I hadn't met her. I hadn't met him. Right, we met at the same time, but he came and got me and brought me to her house. So a few hours sooner, I met him. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
So
Um,
how was the relationship between you and him?
oh, good. Yeah, we still
What did
talk.
you
Yeah,
guys
he's
talk about? You still
HPR.
talk?
Yeah, HPR. Yeah, absolutely. He's guaranteed. He's in the union. He's very involved in this story with me. He hasn't gotten on camera yet, but we do talk, and he's probably watching right now.
You know, I was under the impression that he was the one who.
No, Benghazi.
Hey, Alpine News. If you hear that, I'd like to interview all about you and Adrian 91. If you have a chat, that's comment me any of my movies or comment website, or anyone,
Rabbit is the one.
So that's her
Billy.
husband, her boyfriend or husband.
Yeah, she broke up with
Okay, so
HPR
let's go
News.
back. Yeah, let's go back.
So
Okay, so
yeah, the first time I was there, she was with HPR News.
okay.
And then they later broke up.
Give me
And
one second.
after
Give me
they
one
broke
second.
up,
NR. Thank you for the super chat. Love and respect. We love you more. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Thank you for the support. So going back to
HPR News is super awesome.
shout
He
out to
is
HPR News.
guaranteed. Yeah. Well, actually, now he's the widower of the web. He's been promoted.
Okay, so shout out to HPR. So they broke up.
Yes.
But you kept the relation with her.
And him. Yeah, both. I mean, I'm still
Yeah, but
friends
they
with
went their
both of
way,
them.
I'm assuming.
Yes, and I talked to them both, and both of them said that neither of the other one did anything
So NH
bad or
was living in her house.
It just didn't work out.
That was not her home.
Yes, it was her home. It's actually in a trust. Her dad is in charge of the trust, which owns the house, and so
Mari and Nick, the couple, thank you for the support.
right. So she had a trust, right? So she had money, she had access to money, right? And that, we'll get to that. That is one of the motives, money. I think he definitely thought he was going to get all these things.
Okay, let's not jump.
Yeah, let's not.
Okay, so now, do you know? Are you aware on why they went their ways, like HPR and Lion?
I mean, it just didn't.
Was it a long relationship?
It just didn't work.
It didn't work out?
It didn't work. And but I talked to them both at the time, and they both assured me that there was no hard feelings, right? And that so
Okay, so they
neither
went
of
both
them
their ways
mistreated
and
the other.
no hard
right?
feelings.
Yeah, and they still remained in contact. In fact, I know for a fact that Andrea was still talking to him up until she died. And she, so
So how so then they went their ways.
yes.
Now what's the name of the guy that came now?
And then she Benghazi Rabbit moved in.
Benghazi Robert. I have to
Yes,
keep that
his name
name
is
in.
Billy. Billy Barthel.
And that's the name of his channel as well,
It's
right?
the name of a channel, but it's a combination of two names because there's Ron Benghazi and there's Billy, and Billy is the rabbit, and so the rabbit and Ron Benghazi combined and made one channel called Benghazi Rabbit.
Okay, so I
But
looked
they
through.
both have access to the channel.
I was looking through the channel. There's only a few videos. I don't know if there was
He's
videos
taken
been
down,
deleted. Okay,
He's taken down a lot of videos because he had, I don't know how many he had. I didn't watch his channel, but he had a lot of videos.
Did you know him before
I'd never
they
heard
broke
of
up?
him before they got together.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
I mean, I met him with her. I was at her house. He filmed that video of me and her in front of the fireplace and the rocking chairs. He filmed that.
so the alleged murderer
If
was the
we're
one
saying
behind the
alleged
camera?
now, I mean,
No, it's your
I don't
allegation.
allege anything. I mean, I'm straight up saying it and shit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know.
He
I'm
shot
trying
her
to
in
find
the-
out. You
yeah,
were
he
the
shot her
one
in
who
the
said
face. Yeah.
it was, and we haven't gotten to that
I don't
yet.
know. I don't allege.
You're making statements.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Insanity.
Insanity. I know. It's just like, holy shit, this guy. But I'm just one of the people, and I can
No,
do that. You know,
for sure,
because people have rights, and they don't possess anything, right? And now I'm gonna bring this home, right? Because I don't possess anything, and I don't own anything. There's no way to take anything from me, right? All I have are my rights, and the
Okay,
people are
so-
secure.
So the person that you said that murdered her was the person behind the camera of the video, the clip that we just watched when
Yes.
you and her.
Yes.
Okay, so she broke up, and how long after her separation she got with the rabbit?
I'm not 100% sure.
Like years have passed, months.
Days. Days.
Okay. And then you went back to her. Like, have you?
Then I was in Alabama, and then she sent him to come and get me, and he drove from North Carolina down to Alabama and picked me up and brought me back to her, because again, she was the
Okay, so now-
executrix of extraction.
So now you're back, but she has a different couple.
Yeah.
And how was your relationship with him when you went back?
Well, he's boring as fuck. Okay, there's that. He has nothing to say. He's pretty much useless.
Are
And
neither
then-
of those couples that we're talking about, Rabbit or what's my guy's name?
HPR is super
HBR.
awesome. Like,
Does she have any kids with either or of them?
no.
Okay,
No,
okay,
no.
so she has two, but not with them.
Right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
They
now,
don't.
okay, so now
Yeah.
we're back. You're back, and he's boring.
Yeah, he's
What are you doing?
No, my internet is very slow. My other computer. I'm going
Oh,
to. Yeah, hold on. Ah, damn it. Fuck. Okay. Let's see. Okay, hold on.
do you remember where you were at?
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Okay, well, tell.
him to come and get me, and he drove from North Carolina down to
Lot better,
Alabama
guys.
and picked me up and brought me back to her. Because again, she was the
Okay, so now,
executrix of extractions.
so now you're back,
Uh-huh.
but she has a different couple.
Yeah.
And how is your relationship with him when you went back?
Well, he's boring as fuck. Okay, there's that. He has nothing to say. Um, he's pretty much useless.
Are
And
neither
then,
of those couples that we're talking about, Rabbit or what's my guy's name? H
HPR is super
HPR.
awesome. Like,
Does she have any kids with either or of them?
no,
Okay,
no,
okay.
no.
So she has two, but not with them.
Right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
They
now,
don't.
okay, so now
Yeah.
we're back. You're back, and he's boring.
Yeah, he's super boring. He just did his own thing and left us alone. When it was HPR, like all three of us would pretty much spend all the time together, all three of us, like talking or going, to whatever, doing things. But we would all have conversations, and we would talk for hours. When Benghazi Rabbit was there the second time I went, he had nothing to say and was like no part of it. Her and I would just talk. In fact, we would talk till all hours of the night, every night. for 3 weeks, every single night. Just talk, talk, talk.
And he had no problems with that.
No, he didn't give a fuck.
That doesn't make sense because like if I have
I
my
know,
wife, how is
because
my wife gonna be talking to another man? Like
I mean,
she'll be talking to me.
you
But she,
join in, right? You'd be part of the conversation too, right?
probably,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. You wouldn't just be a stick in the mud, boring as fuck
No, no,
over
no. Of
doing your
course, I
own
would
thing.
like to know what's going
But
on.
the truth is that he was really up to no good the whole time doing shady shit. See, she wasn't. Yeah, we were talking, and yeah, that's very important between Geminis. But, we were both cool, calm, and collected the whole
So,
time.
what type of shady things he was doing according to you?
Well, he was cheating on her. I mean, see, he
How
didn't
you know that?
care. Well, he has a Fat Life account, and he's actually with this girl named Christy Ray right now, and it's come out that he was with her then. She caught him. That's his accomplice that actually spilled those beans, Donald Poopy Bag Carney. Yeah, we haven't talked about Poopy Bag, but I've always believed that Donald Carney and his wife Shelby have conspired, that all three of them conspired to commit this murder and to cover it up, right? But there was some sort of fight that happened after the fact, and Carney,
After the fact, let's not go after the fact.
he turned snitch, but he's still involved as far as I'm concerned. Like go ahead.
Okay, let's run the tape back a little bit. You're back at the house. You met her new husband. Did they get married?
They weren't
Or it was
married
just-
yet. They
Okay,
in
her
fact
new-
they were just like starting.
Okay,
It
so
was-
you met her new boyfriend,
Yeah, they were just starting.
which is
yeah.
the rabbit guy,
Yeah, Billy.
and how long did you spend with them?
I was there for about 3 weeks, and then we all went on a trip. We went up to Michigan to get Broken System, Broken Trust, and then we were going to go to California and see San Joaquin Valley Transparency.
Once again, shout out to San Joaquin.
Yeah,
He's watching. He's
once
watching the
again,
live right now. Shout out to
once
him.
again.
Go and
Yeah,
pull up.
yeah.
Show him some love. You don't know who he is, my bitch.
Woo, woo.
Okay, so now did you spend more time with her new boyfriend? Because
Barely any time with him. No, I mean,
no, but I
except
mean,
for the
it's like when
car
you
ride.
went back, you spent 3 weeks. The first time you was there for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
or-
2 weeks. This time I was there for 3 weeks because,
so-
and then we went on a trip, which he ruined.
Okay, was that how? Do you remember like what month of the year was that? Like,
Yeah, it was February of last year.
so we're talking about 3 months before her death.
No,
Oh, February of last year.
yeah,
A year prior.
I got there early February, and we left on the trip like the last week of February. So it was like right at the beginning of February that I went there of last year, but she died on May 30th of this year.
Let's go to May 30th. Let's go to that day.
I was in Denver.
You was in Denver.
That's very important. Denver.
Go ahead. Tell me everything.
Well, Denver didn't just happen overnight. Okay, Denver was planned for several months beforehand. In fact, Andrea, Lion One, and I had a 3.5 hour phone call where I was sitting on a rock out in the desert in Arizona, and we were talking about Denver and planning Denver and going to Denver and the problems that could happen if I go to Denver and how to avoid those, and who
California?
to get to Denver.
Okay,
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado, right? And I wanted her to be there. She wanted to be there. And it was going to be like another opportunity to start over with the boring fucking user and loser Billy. And so she was trying to get there to Denver for that weekend, but that's the weekend that she died, right? And he had to work that weekend, that week, but work was just turned out to be a cover for cheating, right? And it was also a way to get out of Denver. Like it was so convenient to not go to Denver, right? If she was in Denver, this doesn't happen.
So the Denver trip was canceled.
No, I still went to Denver. Look, I don't cancel trips because of her. Okay,
On her end. On her
right,
end.
right. Like I keep up my trips, and that's the thing that the song, that song, right?
Okay, so the trip. How did you find out about her death?
Billy texted me from Andrea's phone.
He texted you.
Yes.
Okay. Go
Do
ahead.
you want to hear what he said?
Oh,
Sure.
that's interesting.
Of course.
Let's
Let
do
the show
that.
everything to the people. And we're talking about the killer.
Uh-huh.
Allegedly. According to you.
Right. So you say. Let's see here.
So
Oh,
did he send you a text the same day of her death?
No, 2 days later.
2 days later, 48 hours after.
Okay, yeah, on June 1st at 8:23 a.m. That's when the text came in, but I had my phone off and I turned it on when I woke up and then the text came in. So I don't know exactly when it was sent, but that's when I got it.
We know it was
8:23.
2 days later.
Yeah, and he says, "This is Rabbit, period. Letting you know Lion passed away Friday afternoon, period." I did not respond to him, but I did respond with phone call after phone call after phone call to everybody in my phone tree. San Joaquin was, I think, the first call.
wow.
Everyone, and what I found was that I wasn't the only one that she had talked to. I had talked to her for 10 hours the week prior to her death. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we talked for approximately 10 hours in those 4 days. Friday, she dies. The only reason I'm not talking to her on Friday is because everybody is coming into Denver to meet up with me. West Side Accountability, Vigilance Committee, Utah Cop Watch, plus we're with Mile High Community Channel and Johnny Bravo and Ghostwriter and Brian Johnson, and there's a lot going on, right? And she was actually in the live streams watching us in Denver, and she was sending links of us in Denver to her friend in Ohio, right? So there's a paper trail that she was literally watching us right up until
When
the end.
that was what day was that?
That was Friday, May
The same
30th.
Friday?
Friday, May 30th. West Side Accountability, the Vigilance Committee, Utah Cop Watch, Mile High no, not Mile High. Let's see, and me. It was just the four of us. So we were at the EPA in Denver and the Environmental Protection Agency, and shit was going down. It was cray cray. Alarms were going off before we walked in the building, and my friend just got shot in the face. Like literally, this happened like at the same time. But I don't know for 2 more days, right? But I'm just now thinking about these alarms that went off. I'm sure the Vigilance Committee remembers. He's in the chat right now. Those alarms going off as we're walking into the EPA, and we're like, what the fuck? Why are alarms going off already? And I mean, alarms were going off, like bad things were happening. She was getting shot in the face. And then that night, Johnny Bravo gets kidnapped.
Hold on, because This is my first time hearing this, my peeps. The way, because I didn't before. I didn't want to ask him. I told him just wait and we'll talk once the cameras are on. I didn't know that she got shot on the face.
Shot in the face. And she was
And
still alive.
one thing that I knew and that I still know and that I would like to get to, that we could get to the root of, is that he's still free.
Well,
still free.
he's not free.
Isn't he?
He is, I mean, imprisoned in his own head. He's I mean, I
He's
do
not.
not believe
He's not
that
in
he's
jail
free.
right now as we speak.
He is not in jail.
He's
no.
not in jail right now
No,
as we
he is
speak.
not in
But
jail.
okay,
Nope.
yeah, these are. I'm gonna try to make sense of how he puts the story together, my peeps, because we need to find out why isn't he behind bars, and what are the authorities? What's the what's the conclusion on the report?
Well,
On the
first of
police
all-
report. But before we get there, so you got the text. Let's continue.
Oh,
Let's-
yeah, the text is right here. Okay,
Yes.
so he says, "This is Rabbit letting you know Lion passed away Friday afternoon." Now, I didn't respond. A week later, on June 7th, well, 6 days later, he says, "Your silence says everything it needs to, period. Disgusting human being, period."
That was you?
No, he said that to me.
To you?
Yeah. And then I was in the car at this time with Ghost
So
Rider.
2 days after her passed,
No, I was in the car
he
with
texted you
on
telling
June
you
1st.
that she passed.
Yeah, he says, "This is Rabbit letting you know Lion One passed away." I mean, who the fuck says that? This is Rabbit letting you know Lion One. Who the fuck?
What the fuck?
Right, like that's how and I didn't say anything because I immediately knew that he had killed her, right? And then he says this 6 days later: "Your silence says everything it needs to. Disgusting human being." And I immediately responded with, "User and loser, I know what you did."
Letting you know Lion passed away Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Your silence. So that's when
That's
because
6
you
days
didn't
later.
answer him.
Right, I didn't say anything to
But
him
then you
because
tried calling him.
I'm not gonna
What type of message is
get me
that?
fucked up. I'm not gonna talk to a murderer.
And
like
why
that.
would you?
Like,
And why would
yeah.
you be a source for him to like send that to you? Like why to you that?
I mean, he gets off on
Like why would he
telling
tell
everybody.
you that?
He likes to tell everybody. He told everybody in a fucked up ass way. Like we heard how he told the NC Tyrant Hunter on his live stream the other night. Mama Bear read those texts. There's been many revelations of the manner that he told everybody.
Okay, but let's walk through walk me through what you know about the crime scene. Like how did they find her? Who made the 911 call? How long after she passed was she found? The weapon, who owns it, where was it? Tell me what you know so far when it comes to that.
Well, the only
What they
evidence,
allege, what the authorities allege, or better yet, what's
the people
what's he
are
talking?
the
No.
authorities.
What's he talking about, bro? Why he said that she died over? How did he say it happened?
That's what I'm
According to him.
getting at. Is see, the only real evidence we have in the court of public opinion is his testimony.
What's his
Okay?
testimony?
And what he claims happened is, and the reason we have this is because we have a phone call that he made at 5:05 to Alicia in Piqua, Ohio, who is Lion One's friend. And he called her.
Alicia is her friend. Okay.
Alicia was her friend, and he called her after the murder while the police were still there at the house and told her that Lion One was dead. And she interrogated him and recorded the phone call. Okay.
Hold it
So-
there on the phone call, my peace. For those who just pulled up, may Lion One rest in peace. She passed May
30th.
May 30th of this year, by the hands of, we're about to find out who.
Right.
The phone call.
Right. So this phone call
She was a
is
great supporter of the 1A community and cop watching, my peeps. Shout out to her.
so this phone call was extremely important because I mean, one, it's immediately after, right? And now
Immediately
Lion
after
One, the murder, yeah,
okay.
Lion One was on the phone to Alicia at 3:23 p.m. That's when the phone call ended, and then at approximately 5:05 p.m., Billy calls Alicia and she records the phone call. And on this phone call, Billy said Billy says that he got home 30. And Alicia asks, "What the fuck happened to my friend in 7 minutes?" Right? Now, he says that what he doesn't say this on this phone call. He says this in other testimony that he made on live streams after the murder, where he says that
Why do
he
you bring
got
up
home.
7 minutes? Where do 7 minutes come from?
Well, because if he got home at 3:30 and she got off the phone just 7 minutes prior, okay, and he has this story. This is his story, right? First, let me tell the story, and then you'll understand
Go
why.
ahead.
Okay, because this is what he says. He says that he's at work. And first, he almost gets sucked into the wood chipper because his beard, right? His beard almost gets him sucked into the wood chipper. And then he's having this premonition and this worry, this concern about Andrea. And he tells his accomplice, Donald Poopy Bag Carney, that he needs to get home early, no later than 3 o'clock. What he doesn't do is call her. Okay. He never calls her. And he tells Donald Poopy Bag Carney that he's got to leave work early. So they shut it down and he leaves, but he's not in a hurry because he stops and gets eggs. And then he goes home and he's so worried about Andrea, but he does not check on her. He goes inside and he goes and he takes a shower and shaves his head and his beard. And he says that he doesn't clean up the mess because he knows that will piss off Andrea. And then he goes in and he claims to see like all these dog bowls out and a shit ton of dog food and all this, like, so the dogs have plenty of food, yada yada. And then he goes in her bedroom and she's on the bed and she's been shot in the face and he does CPR. Well, first he takes the gun and he makes it safe, according to him. He chambers or ejects the rounds, makes the gun safe, cleans the gun. He calls Donald.
These are statements from him.
Yes,
He cleans the gun.
he cleaned the gun. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that just means like with the rag, like cleaning it off. I mean, it's hard to imagine somebody stopping and like getting out the gun cleaning kit at this time, but okay, so I don't know.
Continue.
But then
Yeah,
he
You're
says
not supposed to be touching nothing, but continue.
right, but he's touching everything. And then he says he does CPR on her, but in fact what he did was he called Donald Poopy Bag Carney and he still hadn't even called 911. And so he calls Donald Poopy Bag Carney and he's got him on speakerphone while he's supposedly doing CPR. But according to Donald Poopy Bag Carney, he wasn't. I mean, how can he talk and do CPR at the same fucking time? You can't. Okay, you can't. And
So after he shaved his head,
and his beard.
shaved his beard,
he had to shave the beard because he almost got sucked in the wood chipper.
He goes to the room and finds the body of his wife,
Yeah, and she's
future
still
wife,
alive. And she's still alive.
and she's still alive.
Uh-huh. And so he
So she
does
has a shot
CPR.
in
Uh-huh.
the where? Do
In the
you know?
face. She's shot in the face, and he does CPR, which is the worst possible thing you could do in a
While on
time
the
like that.
phone with who's the poopy guy? Where he come
Yeah,
out of? Like
Donald Poopy
who
Bag
he?
Carney.
Who is he?
He's well, I think he's a gypsy. And I mean they're like friends. Him and well, they know each other because the hurricane, right? We haven't talked about this, but there was a hurricane that went through North Carolina last year, and it displaced a lot of people. And out of that
Yes, I'm aware.
came up camps, um, you know, to house or to, some kind of shelter, right? And then out of that came a criminal element, like a gypsy element, and then a murderous element, it would seem, for money and
Okay,
just
guys,
money, greed,
I will
lies.
end
I
this.
mean, just nonsense.
But so no, but is he like family friend?
Knew each other from working at these
It
camps.
was
And then
Bill.
they started a nonprofit organization called the Savage Saints. But it's real. I mean, and who says savage and saints in the same sentence, right? Like, how can you be savage and a saint? Like, which
Later,
which is it,
Gregory.
right? And
Okay, so
this
they
is
had a
Okay,
business
a
I'm
going
gonna
on there.
continue
nonprofit
tomorrow.
organization, which is, we should just say scam.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow. Bye
We
bye.
So,
should just say scam.
but why? Okay, so why would he call? So that was his first phone call.
Yeah, his first phone call was to Donald Poopy Bag Carney, and that's the guy he was working with that day in Charlotte, supposedly, which is 3 hours away.
Later, everyone.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end this. We will continue tomorrow. You guys take it easy. Bye bye.